what's your favorite of those questions?
I wish I still had them all memorized first. I don't. So the one that comes to mind first is tell me about a time, which is the example I gave, where you had a conflict with a coworker. Shout out to Ryan Gottlieb. When I worked at retail in the mall, my I think it was junior or senior year of college, I worked at this. It was called iFix and Repair. It was a cell phone, laptop, iPad, electronic repair store. And this guy and I, we just didn't get along. And he pretty much called me an idiot. And I was like, dude, let's figure this out. Like, why? Like what's going on here? And so, yeah, that was my favorite question because I feel like I could really put some emphasis on my ability to. I'm not really a conflict guy.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's a difference between like conflict and defending yourself, but I'm just not a conflict guy. I'm just like, I'll just brush it off, like whatever. So I guess I was really able to put emphasis on my ability to, conflict resolution and like sizzle out attitudes, right?
Love it. Um, you pointed inside of this to something that I am personally pretty passionate about, which is
Mm-hmm.
essentially you practiced, right?
I can't explain to you how many dozens of hours I spent practicing, memorizing, saying, just answering these questions. So it was muscle memory on my mouth. Yes.
And the interesting thing about that is people are very willing to practice things, but they often don't think of what to practice. And for you, you had somebody sit you down
Mm-hmm.
and for this one and say, "Hey, if you practice this, you'll get results." And sure enough, results. And I'm just curious, have you found yourself practicing other things in your life that other people might not think to practice that have gotten you where you are?
It's a weird answer.
Yeah.
Um, Questions, yes. And I've been practicing not giving a fuck.
Oh yeah.
I used to be so consumed with what people thought about me. I used to be so like, oh, I got this many likes on Instagram, like whatever. Like, oh, I
Yep.
got, this picture makes me look bad. I got to untag myself on Facebook or like, this, that, and the other. Since I graduated college, I'd say I've been practicing, which was, TikTok really helped me with that because like I kept TikTok a secret from my in real life friends for months. And I yesterday when I got verified was the first time I brought my TikTok to my Instagram account where like everyone now knows I'm on TikTok, which I'm the most vulnerable on TikTok when I'm doing a live stream where people can
Yeah.
see me sneeze or pick my nose or be wrong on a stock or like that's
Yeah.
that's putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been practicing not giving a fuck, and that is the number one thing that I needed to practice. I realized very early that I cared too much about what people thought, and it was making me very unhappy. Not just from a let's make fun of him, and people wouldn't really bully me, make fun of me, but just like not from that perspective, but more from like I was maybe too critical on myself, too critical from a comparison perspective. I'd compare myself very hard and very crucially, not crucially, but just very hard against other people and other things. And once I just realized like doesn't fucking matter, dude. Like
Yeah.
just do your thing. Like these people, and what's interesting too is people always say like, oh, the people in high school aren't gonna be around for the rest of your life. Like, oh, that guy that made fun of you when you were in ninth grade, it doesn't really matter. The guy or the girl that thought you were an idiot when you were a junior in college, like it doesn't matter. Completely fucking right. There are 98% of people that I knew in high school and college I do not talk to, and and I just think back at the amount of time and energy I spent trying to impress those people, or maybe trying to make myself think that I was enough to be around those people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just there was a lot of personal critique I was putting on myself that I'm just like, what the fuck was I thinking? So that's what I've been practicing is not giving a fuck and just doing my own thing, man. Just doing my own thing.
I'm working on down a very similar path. I think it's a common one for perfectionists.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you judge yourself harshly, you give a lot of fucks.